Hey everyone, this is Carolyn Wiseman, wellness advocate with doTERRA and a mum. First and foremost, I'm a mum. Look, I hope you don't mind that I share my story with you, the reason why I do doTERRA. And it's important I share this with you because I think when you understand why someone does something, it just makes more sense to you. And I hope it's okay. When I share my story, it could get a little bit vulnerable, and I'm sorry up front for that. But I need to tell you a little bit about my history, and my history involves some stuff that happened as a child. And I share this not as a pity story. Please don't think that. I share this so that you can see the difference between being a child and having some stuff go on that played out in adulthood and having a vision and a dream. So the difference a vision and a dream can make, and the difference that something so beautiful as doTERRA can make in someone's world. That's why I share this with you. So when I was a little girl, let's say between the age of 5 and 10, I came from a poor family, and that played out in, we were really poor, and you might think that's nuts here in Australia, but it was it's a common occurrence, and it can happen in any country. And this played out in things like we had to receive charity quite a lot, charity hampers, second-hand clothing. Sometimes we didn't own a car, we couldn't put petrol in the car. Mum would unravel a knitted cardigan to knit another cardigan for us because we had grown. You know, she would upcycle, recycle everything she could, and we couldn't participate in after school activities or sports, anything that cost money. We were really, limited. School excursions, I remember, we couldn't go to some of those. And I even remember birthday parties, being invited to birthday parties was a struggle because we wouldn't know what to take as a gift for the birthday child because it was like really pushing mum's budget. But I'm sure mum made a way. And it wasn't a totally unhappy childhood, but it meant that we just had this self-esteem that was broken or battered because we were not able to do what the other kids could do. And even holidays, we had some camping times, and we maybe had some great times, but certainly, holidays were non-existent for us in a big way. Anyway, this situation also just brought about, broken dreams, broken emotions. And then also in my world, there were some grown men that stole my dignity, stole my innocence. And I enjoyed things as a little girl that no little girl should endure. No little child should endure. And then by the age of 10, my parents divorced. So we then had a broken home. And I'm not alone. I know this happens with others, and I've met lots of grown-ups now, adults, that have been through similar paths. And I don't share this as a pity. I share this because one thing that I had as a little girl that I held on to was a dream or a vision. And my dream and my vision at the time was that I would matter, and that I would rise above all of that. No matter what my circumstances were ahead of me, that I would rise above. So just 4 years ago, doTERRA came into my world with this little oil bottle here called frankincense. Now, frankincense is the most amazing little beautiful essential oil. It opened my soul. I was using it physically on my skin, but it opened my soul. It opened me up to, it's called the oil of truth, and it opened me up to deal with some of that stuff that had happened to me as a little girl, to heal that, to heal those wounds, and to heal my broken heart, and to heal my broken esteem. That had followed me all through adulthood, and I had not dealt with it. I'd squashed it down. So in come this little oil here, and I was using this oil as that little girl with broken dignity, broken emotions, and it opened me up to a chance to live my dream. And I mean, seriously, it opened me up to a chance to live my dream. Now, you may not know much about doTERRA at this stage, but doTERRA is the most beautiful company. It's a heart-centered business, and it is reaching out to us to either health-wise or emotions-wise, body, spirit, mind. That's where I went with this. And now financially, I'm reaping some benefits that there's no way I would have even dreamt about as that little girl. So my dream, can I share that with you now? My dream now, or my dream became that simply that I wanted to be a mum who mattered. Now, as a little girl and then becoming a mother or becoming a woman, I pushed childhood back. I pushed having a child, back, because I didn't think that I was capable enough. This was the self-esteem and the doubts that came in. I didn't think that I could be a mother that could protect a child. I didn't think I could be a mother that could provide for a child. I didn't think I could be a mother that could clothe a child. How could I? But with the circumstances on my lap, I pushed through, and I had my boy. He's 11 years old, and then doTERRA came in 4 years ago, and I started to thrive just by sharing these essential oils, sharing how amazing they are for our health, but also how amazing they are for our hearts and our souls. And now I am a mum that matters. I am a mum that matters. I'm a mum who's mindful and present. Just 2 years ago, I was able to let go of my corporate career in finance and banking. And that career was soul-sapping me. It was preventing me from being a mindful mother. So my whole vision became corrected because I accepted this beautiful essential oil into my world. My whole lifestyle changed. I now look after my health first and that of my son. I now look after our welfare first, and my business, my doTERRA business, fits in so beautifully with that. Whereas before I worked a job and I would leave the home at 7 a.m. and get home at 7 p.m. How could I be a mother in that circumstance? So I am just so thrilled that doTERRA came into my world and gave me this opportunity and this choice. So now as a mum, I can clothe my son, I can feed my son, I can allow him to do those extra things after school, swimming or sport or any of those things. Have a choice of medical care. I'm a mum who has a choice, and my son now has a choice. And I'm offering that to anyone out there to have a choice. So today, I belong to the most amazing heart and soul company called doTERRA. I belong to a community of people making a difference, of caring, loving people who matter. And we are making a difference to communities around the world, to mums and dads around the world. One oil drop, one oil bottle, one home at a time. And I'm so passionate about sharing doTERRA because the communities that we touch around the world, there are so many impoverished communities, but even the developed ones that, like here in Australia, there's so many people that we have shared oils with that benefit from the oils for their health or financially, and we're all making the world a better place. We are opening up people's hearts to their dreams and to their choices, to their visions. One drop, one oil bottle, one home at a time. Let me ask you this, and before I do, I was one of those for a long time that played small. I played small in my job, I played small in my life because I was squashed. I'd squashed all of that into my past and into my whatever, the bottle of life. I had squashed it in there. When doTERRA landed in my world, it opened me up to possibility. It opened me up to my dream, and it opened me up to my vision. So let me ask you this. Apart from the physical health benefits of these essential oils, Dig a little deeper, find out more about dōTERRA, where they're going. Dig a little deeper for your own sake, and let me ask you, where do you want to go? What is your dream? What is your vision? Will you join me in making a difference? I hope that you do, because there's such an opportunity out there for you and for others, and it would be remiss of me not to share this with you. If I don't share these essential oils, then I'm still playing small, and I have let down that little girl. I have not lived up to her dream and her vision to rise above that circumstance. So I am now living true to me, living true to my vision and my dream. So I implore you to just do a little bit of research for you, and if I can inspire just one of you out there, then oh my gosh, that would be just amazing to know that I've made a difference to you. One little drop, one bottle, one home at a time.